the Super Dirt Car Series, and then the Dirt Car Sportsman Series and a Super Dirt Car Series to conclude Summerfest at the Fulton Speedway on August the 20th. Dirt Car Pro Stocks back in action at Lebanon Valley and Glen Ridge, August 23rd, 24th. We'll finish off the month of August with Mr. Dirt Track USA at the Lebanon Valley Speedway on August the 28th. As the Panther Frameworx crate sprint cars have been given the go-ahead to roll trackside as they get pushed away. We'll give you the starting lineup in just a little bit. Again, thank you very much for your patience for that minor electrical problem we did have, but we do have it rectified for now. Also wanted to extend our thoughts and prayers to the Normoil family. Of course, Dirt Car Pro Stock driver from the Capital District, Jimmy Normoil, unexpectedly passed away yesterday. We're thinking of him and his family. Jimmy was a fixture at the Dirt Car Pro Stock Series races. Of course, Albany Saratoga Speedway and Lebanon Valley Speedway as home tracks on Friday and Saturday night. Great guy, was always one of the first drivers through the tech line during Super Dirt Week as well. So again, sending our well wishes, thoughts and prayers to the family of the late Jim Normoil, and gonna miss him, that's for sure. Set to do battle. It is the Panther Frameworx crate sprint cars, and Rachel Zacharias will go away from the pole to the 71 alongside of Nick Webb in the 27. Row number 2, Tucker down at the 28, 87 of Andrew Hennessy. Row 3, Bruno Richard, the 72, 1B of Josh Verne Jr. Row 4, George Sanford, 25, 89 N of Chad Kramer. Row number 5, Tiger Chapman, 271, 89X of Josh Vanbrocklin. Final row, Will Fisher, 74, 30 of Ken Klinkowsky. We're ready to go with the Panther Frameworx crate sprint cars. 20 laps is the distance. Again, thanks to the good folks at Whitesboro Plow Shop for being on hand with us tonight as title sponsor. Once again, no racing next Friday night here at Can-Am as we prepare for Championship Week on August the 28th. Looking forward to it. Or August 29th, I should say. Friday, August 29th, Championship night. We're ready to go. 20 laps the distance. Rachel Zacharias and Nick Webb on the front row. We're green. Zacharias to the lead. Watch Josh Verne Jr. on that outside lane. He's doing exactly what he did in the qualifying heat race. He's charged all the way up from position number 6 and is going towards the front in a hurry. Meanwhile, Nick Webb is your race leader, but Josh Verne Jr. is on the charge, cutting his way through this field quickly as they click off lap number 1. Webb has the inside lane working, but Josh Verne Jr. is rolling around the top side. New race leader, it's Josh Verne Jr. as they come around to complete lap number 2. Verne with the lead as they work it down the front straightaway off of turn number 4. Nick Webb back to second. Andrew Hennessy has cracked the top 3 early on here. Bruno Richard now up into spot number 4, and Zacharias back to the 5 spot as George Sanford continues to move forward. He's up to 6, trying to find his way by Tucker Donnet for another spot. In the meantime, Josh Verne Jr. continues to set sail on an outside lane with a big lead. 3 down, 17 more to go. Josh Verne Jr. this past Saturday night at the Brockville, Ontario Speedway got a career milestone, his 50th career win among multiple divisions, and right now he is trying to work on the next 50 as he comes down across the line, putting lap number 4 up on the scoreboard. Verne came into tonight as the point leader. Nick Webb still second. Bruno Richard on the charge though as he hit the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Andrew Hennessy back to the 4 spot. 5th is still Rachel Zacharias as they work it down across the line with Verne well in command at lap number 5. Big lead lead right now for the man out of 3C New York. Behind them, Nick Webb with a 27, going to be in a battle with a 72 of Bruno Richard as they work it through turn number 3 and 4, down across the line. Once again, Verne well in control, watching the battle for second here. Nick Webb got his first career sprint car win back in June of this year. Holding on to position number 2, but Bruno Richard still there, holding on to spot number 3. Andrew Hennessy 4th. Rachel Zacharias has had a really good night as well. She's holding on to the number 5 position. Getting some pressure right now from Josh Vanbrocklin in the 89X. This George Sanford lurking back there in spot number 7 as they race for position off of corner number 2 and down the backstretch. In the meantime, Verne still well in command. No change amongst the top 4 drivers at this point. Verne still well out in front. Nick Webb still second. Richard, that charge that he had going on Nick Webb in the 27, looks like it's kind of stalled out right now. He's not able to get the momentum off the outside portion of the corner like he wants to. So he's had to settle in line right now behind Nick Webb in the 27 as they're working into turn number 3 and 4. Andrew Hennessy right there with him in 4th though as they come down across the line to complete lap number 9. Closing in on the halfway point of this one. It's been a solid night for Josh Verne Jr. in that 1B. 7 wins on the season at Brockville this year. Looking for his 3rd win of the season and trying to pad that point lead as they go into next week on the off week and have some time to think over a strategy for championship night as they go down into turn number 3 and 4. Big lead for Josh Verne Jr. over 4 seconds right now as they come down across the line. 11 laps up on the leaderboard, 9 to go. Nick Webb still second, but close battle now with Bruno Richard as they dice it up for a spot down the back straightaway. Bruno Richard takes advantage of lap traffic, gets around the outside of both Nick Webb and Will Fisher as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Andrew Hennessy still lurking back there in the 4 spot as they click off lap number 12, closing in on the finish of this one. And Richard is now taking away position number 2, but got a long way to go to catch Josh Verne Jr. right now as Verne over 4.5 seconds in front as they come down across the line with lap 13 on the board. 27 of Webb still there, holding on to position number 3 with Andrew Hennessy still 4th. Battle on for 5th. Rachel Zacharias has had a really good night tonight, holding on to 5th, trying to battle with Tucker Donath, who does have an outside chance at the track championship going into next week, but he's going to have something happen to everybody else in front of him in order for him to take it. As they work in turn number 3 and 4, trying to get 5th away from Zacharias down the front straightaway. Rachel Zacharias having no part of it. Holds on to the number 5 position. In the meantime, Josh Verne Jr. continuing to cut through the lap traffic here. Bruno Richard has actually narrowed the lead gap down to just over 4 seconds. About 4.1 seconds is the spread right now between Verne and Richard as they go to turn number 3 and 4. But right now, Verne has cleared all the traffic, gets around the 271 to Tiger Chapman, and no catching him right now as they're working down across the line with 4 to go. Lead gap still at about 4.13 seconds as they hit the back straightaway. Josh Verne Jr. well in command of the field. 4.1 second lead around Can-Am. That equates to about a straightaway lead, and he has that over Bruno Richard at the moment. Nick Webb still 3rd. Andrew Hennessy still back there in the 4th spot. The battle for 5th still going on between Rachel Zacharias and Tucker Donath, but we're watching Josh Verne Jr. down the back straightaway. Looking to get into double-digit wins for the first time in many years in his relatively short racing career as they come down across the line. 2 laps left to go for Josh Verne Jr. Bruno Richard still second. Nick Webb holding on to the number 3 position. Andrew Hennessy still 4th as they watch the battle for 5th between Rachel Zacharias and Tucker Donath. It's still going on. White flag this time by for Josh Verne Jr. Looking for career win number 18 here at the Can-Am Speedway as he works it down the back straightaway. Final time for the man on a 3C New York as he heads up into turn number 3 and 4. Dominant performance tonight. 3rd win of the season. Adds his point lead. 17th win of his career Can-Am. Bruno Richard will cross in spot number 2. Nick Webb 3rd. Andrew Hennessy 4th. Battle for fifth still coming off of turn number 3 and 4, and it's going to be Rachel Zacharias finishing up in fifth.
Just lights out over at Brockville with 7 wins and 9 tries, so been a solid year for him overall.
Good job.
Eyes a pair of track championships this year, looking for 4 in a row here at Pan-Am, and we'll see if that happens in 2 weeks' time. Kick off next week. Again, I want to thank you good folks at Whitesboro Plow Shop for being on hand with us tonight.
Also, congratulations.
Hopefully the good folks at LaFargeville Agway, the Timmerman family had a good night tonight in the VIP booth as well, and Stevenson's had a good time down there in turn number 1. There he is. How about it for Josh Verne Jr.? As I said, it's been lights out on Saturday nights at Brockville. Here's been a little bit of a different story, but I'll tell you what, man, you had this thing rolling tonight. What was the change on this thing? It looked bad.
I told you I'd have to kill you. Yeah, I'm just kidding. These guys went to work on it, and I think this is the widest Can-Am event in probably since 2023. And it was nice. I could roll the bottom down there, float up. We were riding down here pretty good, but yeah, heads off to the tractor. This is the way it should be every single week.
And I'll tell you what, it seems like this season it's been a dream season for it. It's been a while since you've had double-digit wins. What's it feel like you get to that point in the season?
I'm glad you say that, because halfway through this year I thought we sucked. So, yeah, standards are high. It's hard to meet them all the time, but we expect a lot out of ourselves. And, yeah, this season's nothing short, so 10 wins is pretty cool. Maybe we can add another one to them.
And you put the focus a lot about winning races, not really too concerned about points. And you're winning races, you let the points take care of themselves, right?
Right, maybe a rain on one, who he is. But no, just thanks to all my guys, my parents, mom, dad, brother, sister, all my uncle, my grandpa, they went to work on this thing, I'm telling you. And, 9-day difference, all my family was telling me. My cousin made it out first time. I've seen that guy in the track in 3 years, so yeah, good crowd tonight. I got to thank all my sponsors, Gun Tire, Santorelli, say hi to them last weekend. Lafayette White McGivern, Kelly Tactor, Captain Tactor, Butler Construction, PTD Builders, Shorty Place, Wide Cuts, Nichols Hauling, 266. Yeah, I'm forgetting a bunch, but just thanks to everybody. 87 speed, they're going to turn the season around, so yeah, we got a new car coming out tomorrow, so we'll see what it's got.
All right, maybe we'll see you victory lane again. All right, Josh Verne Jr. gets it done here tonight. 3rd win of the year, 10th overall this season.